The experiment for common source junction field effect transistor amplifier frequency response. So in this experiment, this is the schematic diagram. So from this diagram we can easily understand that first this represents the function generator having it can generate the signal source. It may be sine wave, cosine wave, square wave or triangular wave of having the frequency from 3 hertz to 3 megahertz. So this is the capacitor connected across the gate for the coupling capacitor. So this is the drain and this is the source. So we are using the BFW10 for the experiment. So this is the common source amplifier. So the sources get grounded to the or it taken as a common for the gate and drain. So we can take the output from the drain and source terminal across the drain and source terminal by using the cathode ray oscilloscope having the range of 30 or 25 megahertz. We will show you the actual JFET for the BFW10. Let us show you the schematic diagram and its real value. So here we see the BFW10 JFET. This knob represents as the this is the actual circuit for the common source amplifier frequency response for the junction field effect transistor having the value of BFW10. Just now I am showing the BFW10, the JFET with common source configuration. So from the diagram we know that we have 3 terminals: gate, drain and source. We are providing the input across the gate. So from the schematic diagram we can show that the 0.1 microfarad is applied to the gate terminal, and then the 2.2K and the 1 microfarad is connected across the drain terminal, and for the source terminal the 1K and 10 microfarad is connected. So we have a 1 kilo ohm as the source resistance, and we are taking the output from the drain and source. So the output is connected to the cathode ray oscilloscope. So this is the cathode ray oscilloscope output, or the power supply for this transistor is connected through the regulated DC power supply, and its voltage is stated as 12 volt. So the 12 volt is applied to the circuit across the drain terminal. Signal source is applied through the multi waveform 3 megahertz multi waveform signal generator. So once again we will see the notifications in this diagram. We can represent the frequency range in the left hand side, and then in the right hand side represents your amplitude level with fine and offset level. Along with that we can have different source patterns like sine wave, triangular wave and square wave with attenuation 20 dB and 40 dB. Similar to the frequency response for BJT. The frequency response of common source amplifier is very similar diagram. So I am showing the model graph for the common source amplifier with JFET and its tabulation. So here we apply, in this experiment I apply a 2 volt as the input signal, 2 volt amplitude, and normal if any frequency can be added to that. This is the sample tabulation diagram. Gain output formula, it is very similar to the BJT diagram. Response condition, we keep changing the frequency from lower order to the higher order frequencies. At the same time, we can get the output through the cathode ray oscilloscope in terms of voltage level by plotting the values between the input frequency in the x-axis, and parallelly output is taken from the drain terminal. Let's see, you will start the experiment from the initial frequency range. I take the initial frequency range as the 20 Hertz. At the same time, getting the output from the CRO, it is said to be low minimum, very minimum. For the second range of frequency said to be 1.6 Hertz, and keep on increasing the frequency. Now it is 1.2 Hertz. Now the value is 12 Hertz. So for the 12 Hertz frequency, we are measuring the output as we can move. So from this expression, we can take this voltage as 0.6. So we will next increase the frequency to 125 Hertz. The values keep on increasing, the response is getting from the CRO. The higher range of frequencies, the amplitude gets reduced for the higher range of frequencies. For the higher range of frequencies, for 128 kilohertz, the output voltage, higher range of frequencies, the output voltage is said to be very minimum for the experiment. This we can easily plot the graph for the common source amplifier, junction field effect transistor from the experiment. Thank you.